Good morning, Brandon Hardidson, President of Champion Strategies, bringing you another Hardison's Tips for today. Hey, you know what? No matter what we do when we're talking about being in front of the room or going on the box here and getting ready to teach, train, give advice, many times we're not at our best. People can see it, not only in your facial expression, but your tonality and also how you cover the room. So, just wanted you to think about some things, how we can increase our energy and just make sure that we're keeping our sales career on track. Now, I know some of you like to use caffeine. Coffee is a big thing, as you do know, and there's all types of drinks that people use throughout the day to keep them going. But there's something so satisfying about working hard that day when you go home knowing that you gave it all and that 100% that you did had nothing to do with caffeine. So, just something to think about. Simply, how about digesting something for breakfast? Doesn't have to be large. Even a small meal right when you wake up in the morning will give you a kickstart to your metabolism and boost your energy level. Now, experts will recommend breakfast with high protein and calorie, whether it's eggs or yogurt or cheese, nuts, things that will get into your system. Remember, you've been down for a few hours if you got your 6 or recommended 8 hours. Your body needs something to start moving on. So please, even if it's a small one, get a breakfast. Next thing, how many of us, and we've all been through it, we think we're ready, we think we're organized, and we're really not. We need to build in every day spending time, doesn't be that long, but a few minutes on your workday on getting organized. Well, Brandon, I have a CRM. I have something inside my Outlook. I have something that will keep me organized. Well, that's true, but can a computer go down? Can any piece of technology just buffer? Always spend a few minutes making sure that everything that you're planning on doing, you can eyeball it, go through it, rehearse it again. All of you know how much I believe and I still teach about practice. Practice is the key to anything. Third thing, just want you to think about, how about moving around? Moving around. Many people are stuck at a desk, and getting up and moving around does a lot. If you have an opportunity to take a short walk or constitution, as we call it, some light stretching, something that can keep the blood flowing and circulating. There's many speakers that you may have seen, watched on TV that present their presentations while they're standing up. One thing, if you ever notice that, they have an open diaphragm. Years ago, air personalities, disc jockeys on the radio, if you want to look at that, uh, they only did their 3 hour, 4 hour shift standing up with the mic in their front because it opened up the diaphragm and their inflection, their tonality, their energy would come across. So when you can, try to get up as much as you can and move around. It's good for you. It's good for the people that you are presenting to, whether you're in front of the room situation, whether you're in a sales situation with your guest or your client. Another thing, how about following what we call the 20-20-20 rule? If you've never heard of that, if you spend a lot of time using a computer, this rule comes into place. In other words, we want to always make sure that our eyes stay fresh. So by looking at something 20 feet away for about 20 seconds, every 20 minutes, keeps our focus and our eyeballs flowing. You've heard many stories, read many reports about how people come up with different human deficiencies when we have to stay in front of the screen a lot. Now, why do I bring that up? Because of the current virus, a whole lot of front of the room speakers have to use this box now, and they're not used to it, and they spend too much time staring without breaking away and giving their eyes an opportunity to exercise and relax. And then the last thing for today, get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. There are so many people that try to burn the candle, and you can't burn that candle, but for so long it's going to crash on you. If I gave you a statistic that only 20% of Americans say that they get on average about 6 hours sleep straight, that's not enough. This body is a machine. It's the best machine that's going. But unless we do things to the body to keep it at tip-top shape, it's going to be hard for you as a front of the line speaker, teacher, educator, leader of any sort. If your team, if your client, if the people that you're trying to address see that you're not at their best, they're not going to buy anything of the story that you're thinking. So just want you to think, breakfast doesn't have to be that much. Organize as much as you can get organized. Move around. We call it a constitution, not that hard. 20-20-20 rule if you're in front of this screen a lot. And please shut it down. You have to shut it down. If you can find a way to stick to some of these tips, that energy level will rise and you will be better for it. Your clients will be better for it. The audience that you're in front of will be better for it. So, once again, Brad at Hardidson, President of Champion Strategies. As always, in parting, make it a champion day.